And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow, that's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer. That's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Right now, you can get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $22.50 a month. Credit apply within 2 bills. If canceled earlier, main balance due. Unlimited basic after 6/30/20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines with auto pay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.
Cats don't chew up the dogs.
No, but they'll lick them until they're polished.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a cat will polish the fucking...
You didn't want to say... you just corrected
polish
yourself.
the bone, man.
Yeah, I know. You just said that because you thought that sounded bad. See, smoking pot does make you smarter. You knew not to say a cat will polish your bone.
Oh, what you got there, T-Bone? Oh, you got a buddy now.
What? Okay, yeah, we're just getting this nice lady came up with a porterhouse. It looks like bone, and T-Bone is
thank
going
you very
to town.
much.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you.
Yeah, and T-Bone has a little.
That's a sizable
right
bone.
Yes, it is.
He's a happy boy.
Oh, that's nice.
What was that? I did a couple months ago. I did a whole leg of lamb.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that big old lamb bone in it. My neighbors have this little Shih Tzu.
Well,
yeah.
I
walked over with the whole bone from the leg of lamb.
Yeah,
I gave it to the Shih Tzu. You should have seen him crawling. He's dragging that thing everywhere. He was having a good old time. Yeah, I'll take one. Bud Light, please.
It's a lamb. Okay, I guess lamb works the same way as that. Yeah. And stuff like that.
Please.
So, it's funny. I was reading today, and Luke may have made it, been doing some of the proofing for me. They say that older people smoking weed helps their memory. Now, it may not help you while you're, when you're high, remembering what then, but it's after when you're high.
Clean my room.
Yeah.
Then I got high.
Yep. You just did it, and look how relaxed Luke is. Luke is manageable, well-trained hair. You know what I mean? That had relaxer in it and stuff like that.
There you go.
Luke is all going, easy going, very casual.
Well, Luke is always easy going.
I know, but even remember that he went off on the Nazis and the KKK last week. And speaking on that, I did have a guy that started talking shit about groups of people at the bar, and I think he made a mistake. He made a mistake coming in that bar.
No,
he made a big mistake, and I just said, "No, that's not." You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm not bold taking a statement that I'm not a racist stuff, but don't try to be bold being a racist in where I work. I'm not going to settle for that stuff. And my musician friends I know here are very...
No, we don't give a shit.
We don't give any truck to those kind of behavior.
You know what I do miss?
What?
I miss the old casual racism amongst friends. Because I was always a little kike boy.
Where you could say it?
Jimmy was the fucking potato eater.
Yep, Mick bastard.
Yeah. You know, I do miss that, and you can't do that amongst friends now at a bar because you start getting strange looks.
No, if you're in a group and that's your friend and you do it, you wouldn't want to have one African American friend and have 4 white guys calling him something. But if it was a mixed group, a nice mixed group, I think you can get away from it. Yeah. You can get away with it, and but you know what? It only works while they're there. Because if there's other people there, they just go, "Yeah, that's right." You know, they go, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he said you can't have it.
No, he's okay.
Well, that's the way
He's like, unless you got another bone, I'm not coming over to talk to you.
Oh, he enjoys that. Oh, look at that. Oh,
He's having a good old time.
Well, he's almost done with it. You know,
He's got a big
strong
old
dog.
T-bone.
He's eating that bone. So, I believe this is what makes a restaurant and bar a good place. It's when someone could walk up to you with a bone.
He really is.
Yep, here you go.
Your dog. Here's a bone for your dog and stuff like that. This is obviously you wouldn't see that in Manhattan. I guess you could. Do that if you're in an outdoor cafe.
I don't know if you're going to see a boxer lab mixed like bone in a restaurant in Manhattan.
No, but like on one of those roadside cafe.
Thank you.
On one of those.
There ain't a roadside fucking cafe in Manhattan.
Yeah, there are.
Well, yeah, okay. When I think roadside cafe,
street side cafe.
Yes. When I think roadside cafe, I'm thinking I'm gonna get me a barbecue sandwich.
No, I'm talking about tables. They've got a wide sidewalk, and
have you ever had a chicken sandwich from a place in Georgia? You get half a fried chicken between 2 slices of white bread.
Well, I would like that.
That's a chicken sandwich.
No, actually, you know what? That's not enough. I need a higher bread to. I'd either eat the.
No, you eat the chicken.
I eat the chicken,
and you use the 2 slices of white Wonder Bread as napkins.
Choke the chicken.
Well, geez, no,
choking the chicken.
That's good, Luke. Choking the chicken.
Sounds like rub the pussy.
So we're
choking the chicken.
There ain't no hiding it right now. We're in the middle of one weather system down here.
Dude.
Oh, man, it's done nothing but rain. I need some fucking sunshine,
we're not going to bullshit you guys. This happens sometimes, but you're still in the trop. You're in a this is Caribbean weather right here. We're in the Caribbean weather. And and we have this, and even on a day like today without the sun out, it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. You don't get sunburn. It's a little breezy.
You can still get sunburn.
You can still get fucked up sunburn.
You can, but you don't get that.
Especially if you're pale white and you're from up north, you will burn like a motherfucker.
If you come down here and you're damn near translucent, I don't care.
On a cloudy day, you will burn.
I'm talking about
in
this
30
Irish
minutes.
German guy.
No,
doesn't get sunburn. This Irish German guy doesn't get sunburn, and
that's because you've been down here long enough to where you have a base tan.
You're right. I forget about it. We do have people.
It's like when you go and visit your relatives up north, man. You're always half shade. They think you're a mulatto, man.
Exactly. We had this chick walked in a bar we were playing at last week. I'm like, holy shit, she's almost translucent. I can almost see her organs.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, woman.
First time I went to Amsterdam, man, is back when we had the pool, and me and the old lady, we always,
there you go.
Skinny dip, man. So at any rate, I was in the community shower, man. All these dudes were freaked out because I had no tan lines.
Hey, he's a dark one.
They're like, you look very white to be so tan.
Yeah, he's a dark one.
I had so many white features.
He's from the islands.
So tan, they were like.
Actually, one of my best buddies, Coase Kaiser, we worked together on rigs, and he was my tender, and he was a Dutch. From the Dutch East Indies. Mm-hmm. So he's super dark.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun. But yeah, same thing. You'd be in the shower and he'd be speaking Dutch and they're like, where the hell you from?
Well, it's funny that Dutch, I imagine it's just like Caribbean English and Dutch, Caribbean Dutch.
It's kind of like Southern. If you're around a lot of he actually spoke very, very good, slightly accented English. And he spoke fantastic.
I know they had English. And people.
And he spoke fantastic Dutch without much accent. But if he starts hanging around with a couple Islanders, he starts slipping, and there goes any comprehension that I have whatsoever. Same thing. If Luke and I start talking and drinking, the Southernese gets put on thick.
It gets worse and worse
it does.
as the intoxication
it's
level
amazing
rises.
Nowadays. Like if let's say language didn't develop 15,000 years ago. I don't know when it developed. Maybe 10,000 years ago.
No, man, this ain't the first time human beings have been at this level, man.
Oh, okay.
There
Wait,
you go.
Hold it. Oh, hold the brakes. Let's hear
We've
it.
been talking for a while.
Okay.
No, seriously.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear this theory.
Well, the last example of it was the city of Atlantis, as written by the ancient Greeks, man. They talked about an advanced civilization.
Okay.
There you go.
Atlantis,
harness the lightnings.
The reason it cannot be located is because they have already found it, and the discoveries there would confound and fuck up all the religious beliefs in the world. So they can't.
May I
they
be
can't
the devil's
let it
advocate?
destroy
Luke?
it, man.
May I be the
go
devil's
ahead.
advocate? If they were so advanced, why wouldn't they have colonies on several places that were a little more geographically stable?
Because they left this planet.
Geologically,
man.
oh, they left the
There
planet.
you go. Left the
Yeah,
planet.
they left, man.
They
They,
left- oh, that's
they
it.
had the
They got a
technology.
whole lot of geologically stable going on, man. There you go.
They
left the
seeded.
planet.
They
No,
seeded.
are you being sarcastic?
No, they seeded
Yeah,
us,
little.
man.
Oh, he's just squinting your eyes. He's being a little sarcastic. So he's in between us.
They
I am.
seeded our population.
Okay,
man.
okay.
I like that.
Okay.
They
Now,
originated from
Luke, I got
Mars,
something to
man.
see
While
for you.
the,
Now-
while
now
the
go
planet
Mars from
Earth-
Mars?
Yeah, that's where
There
we
you
all
go.
Wait a
originated
second.
from, man.
Now,
and
now
then we
going back-
bailed out here once the fucking sun cooled off a little bit and Earth became more habitable.
But wait.
And so they made the same mistakes that we're making, and they destroyed the first Mars. That's why they come here.
the first Mars.
First Mars.
Well, this is
Where's
the
the
this
second
is the
Mars?
this is this
Oh,
one
you
right
call
now.
Mars Earth, and we're the second Mars
Yep, something like that.
because they came. They brought. Okay. Do you know what?
Hey, that's as valuable as a virgin birth.
There you go.
And you know
Hey,
what? It's
I'm a big-
plausible.
I'm a
I
big
know,
fan.
I'm not saying that. I'm asking. You're putting through. If everything is factual, then it makes.
It makes
There you
as
go.
much sense as the invisible guy in the sky that
Yes, it
only
does.
certain people know who
You
I
know-
didn't
what
bring
he
that guy
said.
up, did I?
Actually,
I did not bring that guy up.
the
It's,
best,
I'm just saying, mine's as
the
plausible.
best
as
take
any.
on modern.
Did you ever see the movie Inventing a Line? The Invention of Line?
No, but the best take on modern Christianity
like it.
ever is still the Life of Brian.
Okay, no, well, no, okay. Well, there's Ricky Gervais did a movie called The Invention of Lying, and I think he's a dentist. And he's in love with, no, not a dentist. He works in an office.
So I'm a dentist.
Yeah, no,
Now,
but he
you
works
say
in an
dentist,
office.
and the only thing
what's
I
her
think-
name? That hot girl that was married to Ben Affleck, that
Jen,
that brunette. She was super hot. Jen, tall,
Jennifer.
skinny.
Jennifer.
Yes, Garner.
Garner.
Jennifer Garner.
Oh yeah, she was
He
in a
has
movie
a crush
and grew
on
a
her.
beaver back.
He has a
man.
crush on her. His mother is dying, and he's in the
And it's a movie.
and it's in a movie. There's no
Is that the movie she grew her beaver back?
no. It's called The Invention of Lying. And in the movie, it's just a world much like ours, except there's no religion. Okay?
Imagine
There's no religion.
heaven.
There's no religion, and his mom's dying in the hospital, and she just tells him, it was Finola Flanagan. She's an actress that goes back like 50, 60 years, Irish actress, but Ricky Gervais. He says, "Mom, I'm here for you," and he's crying. He's upset. He loves his mom, and Mom says, "I'm just sad that when I'm dying, it's over." And he goes, "It's not over, because when you die, you're going to go up into the sky, and you're going to give you a mansion, and you're going to see all the people that you loved, and all this stuff, and all that, and all of a sudden." This doctor walks in, and nurse walks in, and they hear all this stuff. They go, "What? What did you say?" Because no one lies. No one lies. That's why they call it the invention of lying. No one lies. And he starts saying, "What's this about the mansion in the sky and all that stuff?" And people start talking about it, and they eventually go outside of his apartment building, and there's like news. This guy has
He ends
this
up being the
story
new
about a man
Messiah.
in the sky. And everyone gets a mansion when they die, and he's sitting there with his buddies, right? And he's coming up with something. He goes, "Well, what am I going to do?" and stuff like that. And he goes, "I got to write these things down because they're asking me questions." He takes 2 pizza boxes and he writes all the rules down on the pizza box, like the 10 Commandments.
There you go.
You would love the movie, Luke. You would love this movie because it kind of bases.
Oh, I thought you were telling me a real story.
It's a real story about a movie. About a movie where you say. Like, I'm agreeing with you on this, where the guy comes in, he makes up the story, and they say,
You remember
"What's the
the,
man in the sky? If you do something wrong, do you not get the mansion in the sky?" And he says, "No, you get to do something wrong." How many things can you do wrong? And people ask,
2.
"What can you do?" No, and he goes, 2, 3, and he finally goes, he stands on 3. You can do 3 things wrong.
So does masturbation count as one thing you do wrong, but you can masturbate all you want?
As many times as you want, but that's only one thing.
These are the questions. These are the questions they're allowed to ask.
God.
These are the questions they're allowed to ask, and they
I want to go back to Southernese.
Yeah. So but that's what happened. And it's funny you brought that up. It's the Adventure Line. You should see it. It's a very funny movie.
So you remember the Jethro Tull album, man?
No, but when he starts doing
in the beginning, man created God.
Louis C.K. is a bartender, and he's kind of dopey, and he starts making up stories, and no one knows. See, no one's ever made.
Did he ever recover from being busted for jerking off in front of chicks?
No, probably not.
No, he's not. He's done.
You know, I'm sorry, man, and I hate to be fucking, but Jesus Christ, man, guys are just disgusting, man.
Dude.
And I'm not saying it was right, man, but come on, a little forgiveness, man.
Okay, I didn't know which direction he was going there.
Seriously.
When he started saying that, were you going to say, wait, Bill, when he started saying that, was he going to be pro, man?
I had no idea which way he was
going. When you started saying it, we didn't know which direction you were going?
Well, like anybody's perfect, man. I mean, my mom caught me jerking off. Now, I was trying my best to hide.
Well, that's your mother.
I mean, okay.
That's when I found out that the closet was a better hiding place than the fucking bathroom.
That's
you
your
eventually
mother.
came out of
and
the
then,
closet, right?
and then, well, see, and then my dad would
Did you
bitch
eventually
if I
come out
let
of
the
the-
water run too long, and so I couldn't jerk off in the shower.
So wait, did you eventually come out of the closet when you were jerking off in there?
Well, you know, eventually, I actually discovered a woman that was willing to let me stick it in her instead.
There you go.
And that was so much more wonderful.
Oh my God,
I'll never
that is
forget
such a
the first
beautiful
time,
story.
man.
So romantic.
You remember the first time you stuck it in that warm
You know, I
pie?
still do.
Oh my God, man! I can remember just like it was yesterday.
Oh,
that was just
Luke.
Man, my whole life changed in 3 fucking seconds, man.
Luke.
Might have been 4. Give yourself some credit.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I think I didn't move for 5 seconds just to make it last
oh,
longer.
Luke, that is just like, William Shakespeare has nothing on you.
There you go.
That was beautiful.
Hey, I'm a romantic motherfucker.
Now
You are.
I still want to I still want to get back to Southernese. I want to ask Luke because Sandy does this all the time for me. I start drinking at a bar and we start talking to people and I start slipping into the Southern and she translates.
Yeah.
Does Kim have to do the same thing for you?
Well, Kimberly actually just starts apologizing for what's going to come out of my mouth. That's the first thing she does.
Before we sign off, I'm going to ask you a question. I was in the shower. Not
You have
sure.
all these notes, man. Did we hit everything on your fucking notes, man?
I did it in case I got. Yeah, we did.
Jim writes notes.
I write
Luke
notes.
and I don't write.
I write notes. I do it to remind me that we have to talk about the Blackwater Siren and about the delicious food and the great happy hour that they have here, and where they are on the south side of
happy
the
hour
Jupiter
all
Street.
the time for Bud Light, Miller Light bottles. $2
$2 bottles. That's very inexpensive.
And they have several of my favorites on fucking draft.
They got
have
Stella.
Stella. They got Lagunitas
Right,
IPA,
IPA.
man.
They got Miller
They got
Lite,
Ding-a-ling.
Yingling.
Yeah, well, Miller
My
Lite
Ding-a-ling,
don't count.
Key West Summer Ale. They had Kelly behind the bar. Woo! Yeehaw!
There she is.
And I'll be playing
I
some
wanted
dates
to,
here, man, in July and
no,
August.
Asking
We
a
got
question
some
about
dates, too.
music. I want to ask you about music.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What about music?
This is where the insincerity of music is. The guy that wrote the song,
Okay.
the one guy that wrote the song, you've lost that loving feeling.
You've lost.
Now listen, think of the words to it, right? Now, if he wrote that song, let's say if he wrote it, let's say within 6 months it got play. And he tells a woman, I wrote that because of you. Did she really lose that love and feeling, or is she going to did he reinvigorate it, and is that insincere? Because
No, writing a song for a woman doesn't get you back. Doesn't get you back in there. Trust me on
and
that.
you
one.
no, you write that song, you write. You've lost that loving feeling.
No.
I'm not saying you wrote any song.
No,
but you lost that loving feeling.
Writing a love song about an ex does not get you sex from that ex.
How
Trust me on
bad
this.
was the shit that the guy do to not get him back in?
Man, sometimes it's just the fact that, you
went into the
got a
wrong glory hole,
shit
Luke?
fucking job, and she found a dude that makes way better fucking money.
But not after you wrote. You've lost that love and feeling.
They don't give a fuck about that. That's a feeling. That's not money.
No. That's money after you've
And we
become the
weren't
hit.
talking about women there. That was Phil Spector.
Yeah, that was
and he's the one who wrote the song.
Yeah.
But see, he couldn't sing it himself. He
Yeah.
wrote it. He's like, all these lawyers write most of your hit
Did
songs.
he write it, or did he steal it from somebody from?
He might have everybody steals shit.
Especially back then, man.
Everybody
Like
no,
Robin
And Phil
Williams
Spector,
used to
he
steal,
created it. He
shit from
fucking
people.
murdered somebody. He's in jail for murder,
even
man.
Is he
now.
in jail?
Yeah.
Even
Was
now,
he found guilty?
Yeah. He
Patrick
fucking straight up murdered that shit.
Patrick and I were working on this cool ass riff and started doing this thing, and we started putting some words on it. It was fantastic, and halfway through I started singing Hakuna Matata. It's like, fuck, okay, we can't do that one.
Fuck. Okay.
We just wrote an Elton John song. Fuck.
I always thought that if you wrote that great fucking song, then
No.
that would be over. Taylor, what's her name?
Swift
writes all the breakup songs and shit like that. Now, if you're writing a breakup song, actually, they're still broken up. No one comes back after
nobody
writing a
comes
breakup
back.
song. That's actually kind of like burning your bridge.
Yeah.
That's like saying,
that's at that point
you're
you're
a dickhead.
You're just
You're just
a bitter young woman who has nothing better to do.
A wealthy, famous,
yes,
acclaimed, award-winning woman.
There's a whole lot of song.
No, man. Here's
too.
the deal, man. Award-winning these days really means nothing, man, because it's all about, what teenage girls and their mamas buy.
There you go.
So that's why rap country crossover shit is a fucking hit. And,
Hey, man, your truck's making a horrible noise. Well, how do I fix it? Take the fucking Florida Georgia Line CD out.
Rap country is a thing?
Dude, it's horrible.
Oh, my God, it's
all
fucking,
over
and so
The only
this
one
dude's
that's-
rapping over a banjo, man.
The only one that's ever done it well is Big and Rich. And that was because it was 15 years before it happened.
Well, that to me was the beginning of the end. That's when I was like,
I think Flat and Scruggs did it, actually.
No.
No, man.
The Big and
50
Rich,
years ago.
The Big and Rich Ride a Cowboy, that was funny because it. Plus, they
That's
also
not rap.
It was the start of guys going, "Hey, we could do this."
Okay. Well, okay. Listen, this is the end of the show. I think we did.
and I
think we're at
remember when
No.
the country DJs thought that fucking
Country
playing
DJs.
Marshall Tucker and Charlie Daniels, that's acid rock. No, man, that was fucking. That was good
country.
fucking rock and country.
Marshall Tucker's awesome.
And
Country DJs said I'm an outlaw.
they'd never come to see me in this dive.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're the bikers.
This is Jim the Keys
Cowboys.
bartender. I'm going to turn it over to my guys right now. To
We're
say goodbye.
laughing at the hippies.
Tomorrow we're
They're
going to be
praying
coming.
they'll get out here
hopefully-
alive.
Hopefully we're going to have
All loudmouth in the
show.
corners getting to me.
while Luke's singing
Talking
us
about
off
my
in.
earrings
Listen to
and
these
my
guys.
hair.
And they're going to talk about their gigs that are coming up, and hopefully they can do it under 2 minutes.
Yeah, we can get about 2 minutes.
This is Jim signing off.
Where are you working this week, Luke?
Thursday I'm at Sharky's with the band.
Well, there you go.
Friday me and Alan are doing the OV.
Cool.
Saturday I'm beating my meat on the toilet seat instead of banging my wang with the rest of the
I
gang
got,
because I have nothing to do on Saturday.
I don't think it's this.
And I'm supposed to do a double on Sunday. I'm supposed to be at Shipwrecks and then Sharky's on Sunday. But if the weather turns out to be fucked, I'll probably just be at Sharky's.
Yeah, I got canceled. We were supposed to do a double at same one, Shipwreck Sharky's on Saturday, and we got canceled Shipwrecks. But that's okay because if it's nasty, I don't like
who wants to
sitting up
play
there
in the
playing to
fucking rain?
myself.
And god damn it, who wants to set up all your shit in the fucking rain anyway, man?
Yeah, let's see. What am I looking for here? I got something on the calendar. Nope, that's Friday. You're gonna be playing with Ellen. Never mind. I was gonna see if you could cover a gig for me, but maybe.
What gig is it?
Pilot House. Me and Mike solo. We might get you up in there.
Oh no, I make more money playing at the OV.
Yeah, I know. And let's see, where am I this
Poor
week? I
Pilot
got
House.
tomorrow night. I'm with the beautiful Samantha Clark Smith. We'll be at Snooks from 5:30 to 9:30. Thursday, we're at the Catch with the Key Billies from 6:30 to 9:30. I have no idea what I'm doing Friday because I just put my phone away and I can't remember. Saturday, doing
he
a double.
said Pilot House on Friday.
No, that's 2 weeks from now.
Oh.
I got a gig this Friday, but I can't remember where the hell it is. And then Saturday, we're at Shipwrecks in the day and Sharkies from 7 to 11. Come by and see a rock star show with the Key Billies and buy us lots of Jack Daniels. And Sunday, I'll be with an old Piedmont band called Sweetwater at Snooks. And we thank you all so much for hanging out and listening, and we do appreciate you hanging out with us and having a good time, and we will check you out next time around. I think it's going to be tomorrow afternoon. You're going to have Luke and Jim talking about whatever comes to mind.
Peace.
I think we had Tony, not Tony the bartender, Tony the mortician.
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. You'll proudly mow the lawn. Ask if anybody noticed you mowed the lawn. Tell people to stay off the lawn. Compare it to your neighbor's lawn. And complain about having to mow the lawn again. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance, which, of course, will go right into the lawn. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Right now, you can get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $22.50 a month. Credit apply within 2 bills. If canceled earlier, remain balance due. Unlimited basic after 6/30/20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines without auto pay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.